Devotional attachment, an essential subject from Vinipedia. The whole spiritual process leads to perfect knowledge of everything material and spiritual, and the results of such perfect knowledge are detachment from material things and attachment to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinicote's devotional attachment category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 9 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. Although on such a platform of love the devotee sometimes appears to predominate over the Lord or transgress regulative principles, such dealings are far more advanced than ordinary dealings through regulative principles with awe and veneration. A devotee who is actually free from all designations due to complete attachment and love for the Supreme exhibits spontaneous love for Godhead, which is always superior to the devotion of regulative principles. Kaitanya Karitamta, DLL 4.26. Devotional service with attachment can be executed in 2 ways: externally and internally. Externally, the devotee strictly follows the regulative principles beginning with chanting and hearing, while internally he thinks of the attachment which attracts him to serve the Supreme Lord. Indeed, he always thinks of his special devotional service and attachment. Such attachment does not violate the regulative principles of devotional service, and a real devotee adheres to these principles strictly. Yet he always thinks of his particular attachment. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Chapter 13. As soon as an experienced devotee sees all of these caricatures, artificial imitations, he can immediately evaluate such rascaldom. If such a pretender is sometimes seen possessing imitative attachment to Krishna, that will not be accepted as real attachment. It may be said, however, that such attachment gives the pretender hope that he may eventually rise onto the actual platform of pure devotional service. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 18. Every living entity is eternally related to the Supreme Lord, and this relationship may be in any one of many transcendental humors. At the stage called Sakti, attachment, a person can understand his relationship with the Supreme Lord. When he understands his position, he begins reciprocating with the Lord. By constant reciprocation with the Lord, the devotee is elevated to the highest stage of love of Godhead, Prema, and Radha Bhakti Estra 2. There are 2 characteristics by which the seeds of love of Godhead can develop, and these are known as Rati, or attachment, and Bhava, the condition immediately preceding love of Godhead. It is by such attachment and Bhava that the Supreme Lord R. Krishna is conquered by his devotees. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Chapter 13. Lord Krishna thought, pure attachment will unite us, Krishna and the Gopis, even at the expense of moral and religious duties, Dharma. Destiny will sometimes bring us together and sometimes separate us. Chaitanya Karitamta, DLL 4.31. Pure attachment without reverence is found in Gokula Vindivana. Attachment in which awe and reverence are prominent is found in the 2 cities Mathur and Dvirak and in Vaikuha. Chaitanya Karitamta, Madhya LL 19.193. Maharyabharata left his home, wife, children, kingdom and everything else to advance his spiritual life in the forest, but again he fell victim to material affection due to his attachment to an insignificant pet deer. What then was the use of his renouncing his family? One who is serious in advancing his spiritual life should be very cautious not to become attached to anything but Krishna. Armad Bh Gavatam 5.8. 13. In spite of regulated sense enjoyment, there is every chance of falling down. Therefore any attachment for regulated sense enjoyment must also be avoided by all means. But attachment to Krishna consciousness, or acting always in the loving service of Krishna, detaches one from all kinds of sensory activities. Therefore, no one should try to be detached from Krishna consciousness at any stage of life. Bhagavad Gita 3.34